we can't go on just throwing things away. The landfills can't take it and the planet can't take it, and I think it's really telling us that right now, that we need to shift, and we need to shift in big ways and small ways. And fast fashion is having a really detrimental effect on the planet right now. And just by choosing quality items and loving them for a really long time, it can make a huge difference.
I think the biggest threat right now to the environment is overconsumption. We seem to be buying way more than we need, and getting rid of things before they're used up or broken or, out of date. And we're running out of space to put all this stuff.
So the City of Toronto, on average, produces around 900,000 tons of material that's collected by the city. What we do know is that we are in a disposable environment where materials generally are not repaired or replaced. It's cheaper to buy new materials and throw out your old one. It's just the environment that we're in right now.
So I think the best thing that anyone can do to try and help the planet is to really think about the purchases you're making. It's such a simple thing. And when you're just thinking about it, it can be a very simple choice. And I think just reducing what we buy, it can have a huge impact.
You buy quality materials and then you don't have to throw them out, and they can be repaired or fixed at generally, hopefully a less expensive cost than to buy a new one. The other piece too is if you are looking to get a new couch or a new table or a new anything for that matter, donate what you have if it's usable and to somebody that will need it.
So when you're looking to purchase something new, I think it's really important to think about where that item's coming from. If it's coming off a production line somewhere overseas and you don't really have any connection, is that item going to be as important or as meaningful to you as if you purchase the item from a local maker?
So when we buy well-made craft goods, for the planet, it means we're consuming less. So we're asking less of the planet. We're really valuing the goods that are being made. We're valuing the work that goes into create those textiles first, the work that goes into designing, and the work of the final production.
Ultimately, I think when you are purchasing something that is really good quality, it has to have all those essential elements. The materials that it's been made with have to be appropriate to the item, whether it be a pair of shoes, whether it be a beautiful handbag, whether it be your sofa. You need to have it put together in a loving way by somebody who really knows their craft. And with all of these things, with a beautiful piece of fashion, with a beautifully made piece of furniture, there's an artistry that goes into it. There's a certain awareness of design. These people obviously inherently have a love or an appreciation for what they're building, but also they have an incredible depth of knowledge that has been built on for years and years. I mean, you even take guilds of carpenters. I mean, those were people who, all those special techniques were taught and passed on from one person to the next. That's the same sort of thing with a craftsperson who's building beautiful boots. They teach the next generation who comes along their special tricks of the trade. So when you end up with a piece of very good value, you have the craftsmanship that comes from the knowledge of their craft, and that's where the whole word comes from, and the individual's own personal artistry that they have that piece captures. So you're getting so much more than the initial utility of whatever the item might be: a bag to hold your things, a shoe to cover your foot, a chair to sit in. You're getting that, plus you're getting beauty, you're getting an inherent wisdom about how best to craft that piece, what proportions are best, what materials are best. And at the end of the day, you're going to be so satisfied because you're going to have a lifetime of enjoyment of all of the glorious parts that went into making that piece.
It really just comes down to we're stopping that cycle of consumerism. We're valuing what we have, and not that it's a one-time use and then it gets trashed. It's a change in how we perceive the world, that things are to be valued. Things are meant to be held on to, repaired, passed down. It's a change in the overall worldview.